In this year nursery admission, the parents have lost totally hope in the system. Basically, the reason being the point system and the way the schools, some of the schools have handled the nursery admission on their way. Basically, the point system was served on a platter, and we've been seeing from last 4 or 5 years after the Ganguly Commission, like every year a new problem comes. But still, after the Ganguly Commission was implemented, when the point system was followed, the problem was still being ironed out. But when the last year the new point system came into the picture, and all the it was served on a platter to the schools. So schools were, like, their intention was do by random and just, but and following the ethos of the schools. So many schools were transparent, but most of the schools exploited that. And because after the implementation of RTE, they could not do the screening part, they gave maximum points to alumni and sibling. Against the alumni, alumni basically is an indirect screening, because alumni is a person who has passed out through 12th grade. And RTE says you cannot distinguish between an uneducated person and an educated person. So here clearly you are distinguishing between a person who's not educated at all and a person who is educated till 12th. And moreover, any school who's selecting an alumni of his school, he knows what a background he has, and he can get all the database, what business he's doing, what job he's into, what's his financial strength, and blah 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 blah. So alumni point is totally against the spirit of RTE. Now coming to sibling point, even the parents having a single child are not against it. The only thing is that the first child gets only 10 points and sibling gets 25-30 points. So I think the first child point should be increased. Now this year we had done a survey on how many schools will be applying in, and in last year the same survey had given us indication that more than parents said, more than 50% of the parents said they would be applying in more than 5 schools. But this year, seeing the last year results, they said we'll be applying in more than 10 schools. Around 50% of the parents said this, and less than 47% said that we'll be applying in 10 schools. And around this, around 18.5% parents said they'll be applying in more than 15 schools. Around 8% said we'll be applying more than 20 schools. So this showed how much insecure they were. Then we asked them what is the right age after the PIL, and around 65-70% said that we are more comfortable in sending a kid at the age of 4 to the main school. No matter, even if the big school start the play school, the atmosphere is totally different in a play school and a formal school. Basically, the parents felt being exploited from the time of prospectus till results. First, prospectus was sold for 500 rupees by many schools. But again here, there were some schools who were very fair and who did not charge even a single rupee, and some charged 120 rupees as prescribed by DOE. What we saw this year was a new system called category-based system introduced. That was a very fair system in which there was no point system. It was a draw of lot system in which category was made. A quota was allocated. You can say, let's say 5% was given, or 10% was given to alumni, 20% was given to sibling, and 30% was given to general. Rest goes to 25% goes to AWS, 20% management. So it was seen that more than 4,000 people applying for 92 seats in a particular school, and so lottery, or we can say draw of lots, was dominant this year. Why? Because even the schools which had point system, first the selected list was, in most of the schools was sibling and alumni were the confirmed but in rest of the schools, in one school which had a point system, there were 1,715 candidates for 60 seats, and this was not a lottery based system or category system. One school had 12 vacancies for 612 seats, and these are very prestigious sought after schools. So this year we can say, whether it was a point system or a category system, lottery took the total cake. The lot of schools which started a new modus operandi, that was taking the you can say, donation in a different way. They said book your seat in advance booking. Like if you want to come in first list, the list is coming on first, you pay us money by 20th, irrespective of points, you'll get your name in the seat. And the second modus operandi of taking donation was, like if there are 150 seats, they put the name of 300-400 people in the list and put up the list at 8 o'clock in the morning. And when people rush for at 9 o'clock in the morning, they said all the seats have been filled. And then after that they informed, if you pay us X amount and you'll get the seat. So two ways the donation was taken. And now that but there are some schools who are being very fair. But on the contrary, like there are a lot of schools who are just filling the seats according to their want. Like even the waitlist candidates are not being called. And some schools change the point system in between without even informing DOE and or the parents on their own. Parents are totally disgusted with the system, and they feel that DOE should take some action against the erring schools. And the parents are not saying that all the schools are corrupt or all the schools are wrong. And it's a misconception that we are fighting against the schools. We are just raising the issue against the erring schools only. There are a lot of 50-60% of the schools at Delhi are very transparent and doing very well, and they are very fair in giving the results.